will read about the TPP. That's about as much recognition as it's going to get in that family, you know. But anyway, I'm pissed off at Democrats, so I'm not going to miss an opportunity to make fun of them. But yeah, I think libertarians are strong allies, potentially.
Actually,
you just have to lose your anger and disdain for what they don't know.
Yeah.
You have to think past that. You have to embrace the good stuff. Are they against corruption? Yeah. Do they have a strong dislike of government intervention, interference? You know, Big Brother shit. They fucking hate Big Brother shit.
Yeah.
I'm with them. I fucking hate it. Let's go after it. All right. Go team progressive and libertarian and anyone else, for that matter, you know, that's against that. You know, you don't have to be fucking best fucking friends with somebody to play a game.
Of course not.
You know, like let's win. Let's win the fucking game.
It's more fun when we meet a challenge. If you're thinkers like us, you know.
Yeah, I want to use the shit out of libertarians, and I want them to like it. I want them to like getting used. You know. And that's my impression. Every time I converted a libertarian into a Bernie supporter in the last primary, I got the feeling that they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, there's that human initial kind of reaction with somebody when, you know, in order to convert them, it's the same shit every time. Like, well, you're not prioritizing right, or you're lacking this information that I'm providing. Nobody likes to be told, no matter how you do it, even with love and respect and dignity, they don't like to have to confront their own ignorance, you know. And that was happening over and over and over, but they were less entrenched than any Democrat I came across, that's for sure. I mean, Democrats will be flat out fucking wrong.
Oh no,
and not give a shit. They can justify fucking anything now.
I put in
just like Republicans, even worse than Republicans.
You're gonna like talking about this. I put in 8 hours last time around for Bernie Sanders, and every single time it was a Hillary supporter. It was like, I'm voting for Hillary. Like, I'm like, cool. I could talk.
Sure, yeah, done. Issues be damned. Who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Foreign policy, domestic policy, none of that shit matters. Go pantsuit nation, whatever the fuck ever. Yeah.
Good for you.
Give me a room full of libertarians every time. I don't want to even fucking talk to Democrats. It's a waste of fucking time. You know, you have all of these progressives out there thinking we just have to be more patient with these fucking people. And I get it. They're our friends, they're our family, and in a profound way they have become our fucking enemies. In such a significant fucking way. And it's heartbreaking.
That's a lie.
But if I want to well, I mean, everybody eventually can be reached, but if you want to spend your time trying to take that chick that fucking hung up on you, said Hillary Clinton supporter, click, try to convert her versus a room full of libertarians, it will be an epic waste of your efforts and your patience and your humanity and your love and your respect for everything good, to think that this person who has turned their back was committed themselves to turning their back on all of that. You know, you're not going to convert them. You're going to convert somebody that you have strong disagreements on, but is still open-minded. That's just how it works. You can take somebody that is absolutely diametrically opposed to everything you think, stand for, across the board. And if they are still open-minded, you can convert them. You can't convert somebody who absolutely assumes that they are good just because the other side's bad.
Yeah. Too far gone.
That they are smart just because the other side's stupid. That they're informed just because the other side isn't.
Yeah.
You know, like...
That's what they're being told every second, every single day.
Yeah. But they love it.
This is why
they pat each other on the back. That's why they love... The Democratic Party needs Trump right now.
Right, yeah.
If it wasn't for Trump, they would have nothing to rally around. They would have to face their own ignorance. They would have to... Nobody wants to do that. They would have to face their own horrible, abysmally ignorant fucking decisions. They would have to show some accountability for the actions of their own disgusting fucking party. They don't want to do that. It's so much easier. It's a gentle little mindless fucking bubble bath to fucking point at Trump and make fun of him. He's so fucking not classy. You know, he's so vulgar. He's so embarrassing. It's all comfortable like that, you know. But the moments get real when you're talking to Democrats who are expressing those opinions, and it's like the safe zone, right? And then you introduce the idea of, like, yeah, I just wish, you know, or, well, like what I said recently to two Democrats that were going on and on about Trump, you know, it's like, not that I disagree, he's vulgar, he's disgusting, he's an embarrassment. It's like, no shit. Is this all they're going to talk about for the 8 years that he's president because they refuse to fucking acknowledge the truth or face reality? You know, so I said, what did I say? I said, yeah, I'm really hoping, I'm agreeing with him, by the way, you know, about everything. I'm not being confrontational. And then I said, I'm just really hoping that maybe Democrats will finally give a shit about, like, bombing the fuck out of people. You're like, I'm hoping that because Trump supports these all kinds of terrible things, I'm hoping that Democrats will now not support those things because Trump does. Because it seems like they're incapable of thinking for themselves.
Yeah, fuck the pendulum, man. Trump is the best example of the pendulum. Like, every single thing that Barack Obama, you know, can have in his legacy. First thing Trump wants to do is take away.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, like, you could look at different issues and you could prioritize different ways.
Argue that.
But, you know, like, let's say, like, the Patriot Act.
But
you know, like,
happens.
Maybe Democrats will now give a fuck about their civil liberties being stripped out of their fucking life and out of our Bill of Rights and out of democracy's potential legitimacy and effect, our ability to promote it. You know, like, they don't care about fucking anything as long as they can point at Trump and say bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully, now that Trump supports the Patriot Act, Democrats will suddenly start thinking maybe the Patriot Act's not a good idea because the classy guy from Harvard, you know, not in office. They didn't have a problem with the Patriot Act while Obama supported it. And that's something to always remember about a Democrat, you know. They didn't have a problem with all kinds of people being shipped out of the country by Obama. Now suddenly they got big fucking bleeding hearts that embrace the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
And I get it, but still, you know.
When the pendulum swings, there's going to be a lot more smart people on the heavy side, including people like you and I. You know what I'm saying? It's going to swing right back.
Yeah. Like, how does the pendulum swing? When does it swing? What causes it to swing?
Left and right every 4 to 8 years. And
I can't imagine what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not trying to be, you know, pessimistic, but I don't have a solid fucking feeling of optimism. I know that. I mean, if shit goes bad, I think it could go really, really, really bad. Not a doomsday kind of fucking prepper, paranoid kind of way. I mean, when people can put up with a lot for a long fucking time, you know, and then when that stops, when they decide, no, that's enough of that. I mean, I don't think I'd want to be in a nice fucking rich suburb on that day when it stops. You know, there's a lot of pissed off Americans. And what happens if things go really, really bad? Things get dark.
Well,
like somebody like me isn't going to try to stop anyone that's pissed off at the rich people.
What I'm looking at,
I might try to warn the rich people, like, you should probably get the fuck out of this neighborhood because they're coming. You know, but that's about it. Anyway, you know, break out the guillotines, all that stuff.
Oh, all that stuff. It's a very daunting task, and as revolutionary as I am, and as willing to buy a pistol as I am, I still can't imagine it. You know, I'm not like these posers on the screen right now. This is Bernie Sanders in, I believe, 1983 at the mall. Like, why are you at the mall if you're punk rockers? I was showing the video I was talking about earlier. Sorry, that.
But yeah, the division that you talk about. That's
it drives people to do silly things like cut their hair in a very uncomfortable way and wear large earrings when they're dudes, just to prove that they don't like what's going on. It's madhouse.
Okay.
I don't blame these guys for like.
You know what?
I don't blame these guys. I believe the lady said extreme outfits or something like that, like dressing.
Right.
Yeah, and Berger's like, yeah, apparently you are. Cool with it. I can't believe this shit, dude. You gotta see this. Here, I'm gonna let the audio play for a moment.
All right.
Freedom of speech, that's not. I don't feel that's right.
You're distinguishing between what you mean as true communism as opposed to what exists, say, in the Soviet Union.
Yeah,
Marx's idea of communism was a lot different than what they have it now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an anarchist too, but I don't believe in total anarchy because then we're just going to kill ourselves. I just don't like the way it's run now.
Perfect. Okay, even though it's 1983 and this is like a 16 and 17-year-old, they know the difference.
I couldn't hear that, by the way.
I know you couldn't. That's why I'm recapping it.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
They know the difference between communism, socialism, Marxism, and Soviet-style communism. That was actually, I caught it right on time. I'm a techno DJ.
Cool. Sounds futuristic.
It's Back to the Future. How about that?
There you go. Yeah, there's so much stuff that was going on in the 80s that seems like future talk to me.
Yeah, right.
Like all kinds of people that were aware of everything. Just being mostly ignored by a culture that wanted to embrace Reaganomics, and they were sick of the angry protesters and stuff. In the 80s there was it seems like a more intellectual backbone
you weren't
kind of approach, but you only have
not forget to look
a tiny segment of society that's embracing the right stuff with everybody else in the mindset of ignoring it.
Yeah,
must have been incredibly frustrating.
Yeah,
but I was too young to fucking deal with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I can just imagine, when I don't know what year it happened, in all honesty, but the League of Women Voters, when they stopped
70
supervising or regulating the debates.
Yeah.
Informed, passionate people must have just been like, holy fuck, this is going to go bad.
Yeah.
And they were right, and nobody was listening. Because nobody even knew what the fuck they were talking about.
Imagine if they had social media. Man, wow.
That sounds like a feminist group. We don't like that right now. It's the 80s. Pop our collar and listen to fucking Devo. Whatever, Nothing against Devo.
Yeah, pop culture is effective. I like to do the safety dance.
Yeah, is that Devo? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Devo. Whip it good, man. That's all I know.
This is why I need people to leave comments. I'm pretty sure they also did the safety dance.
Oh. I'm not going to put money on it. I know that.
But we can leave our friends behind.
I don't know my 80s music.
If friends can't dance, no friends of mine. We can dance.
If you want to. No, I don't think so. I think that was like some Australian band or some shit.
Everyone was crazy.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
I think they had bigger hair than Devo's hair.
Oh, crazy each other. Okay. I love having fucking a few minutes of fun during all this heavy talk. I want this to be part of the platform. Trust me. This is hard shit to talk about.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I don't know how much anxiety you get, but there's times where it's pretty thick for me.
No, I mean, that's when you just, that's when you that's when you black out and spit fire, and that's what I love the most. So, if you're crazy after a few years of this, you can talk to your psychiatrist about how to push blackout.
That's the thing, like, you know, it's has the effect of like strengthening and weakening.
No,
you know, like interchangeably, you know, like if you're just wild-eyed and going off about shit that nobody knows about because first of all they were never told, and they probably don't fucking care, and it'll be a long time until they're told over and over and over, and then they end up caring. So you're just, you know, after a while, you know, you're not even influencing people, but you still have to fucking say the truth, and nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. And then you see that person on a street corner, like saying all the right shit. Like when you were a kid, you came across somebody that was saying something. 20 years later, you realized, oh fuck, they were right. You know, or 10 years or fucking 1 year, whatever. But you knew that they were being ignored at the time, though.
While you're planting seeds on people that refuse to agree with you, the people that overhear you talking about it are incredibly intrigued by it. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, true. I totally believe in that. Planting the seeds, all of that. You know, there's no way that you and I got to some place that's beyond where those other people are without those other people planting seeds.
Yeah, this brings me back to Jill Stein. I was pretty sure when I started working for her, I got a few yeses, up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so how is it at 1% again?
Yeah. I'm never going to buy that. I think she got at least 5.
Yeah, right?
So, I don't think she did too much better. I mean, there's people out there saying that she got at least 15, 14. I've even heard overly excitable people in what I perceive to be a pretty thick bubble.
We should do it.
25%. It's like, come on. Have you talked to Americans? You think 1 in 4 fucking voted for niggas?
No.
Nah, come on. Be realistic. But 5% is reasonable to me because that's a lot of independent voters that got fucked out of their vote for Bernie.
Bernie or bust was 20,000 people when I joined. And the first post I put up there got 250 comments a day. Pretty damn enthusiastic people.
Try to pull that off now. You get like 5. The censorship is outrageous.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. But, not to be,
That was one of the most
pessimistic
beautiful moments
about it,
of my life.
But it's true, you know.
That's what drove me to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
250 comments a day. Shit.
I wish I'd gone, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I know what went down there, and I might have ended up in prison. So, you know. Like,
no, you'd have been fine.
Or in jail for the night, not prison.
No,
but I don't want to go to jail for the night either. So maybe it's for the best.
No, you'd have been camping out with me and...
I'm not like a peacenik necessarily, though. If somebody like shoved me and told me to get the fuck out, I might have been like, you know what? I don't like you very much.
Oh, but the cops...
I don't really feel like
you. So it was actually the cops were actually on our side. It was kind of that was
really
the most surreal things about it. Yes, because
that's interesting.
Yeah, no,
I've heard like the opposite, but you were there.
I was there. Yeah,
I don't know if somebody else was necessarily there. There's different video accounts that have, there's different perceptions.
The towns and the businesses were like, sweet, we make a bunch of extra money this week, so why are you guys here? Like,
right.
But like, the cops were informed, and so were the people there. Only hyper-informed people drove or found their way to Philadelphia, you know. So the way we handled ourselves, we were not in any danger from the cops because we talked to the cops.
Yeah, I wouldn't picture having a problem with the cops. I'd picture having a problem with Democrats in that atmosphere. Oh yeah.
There was one incident with Democrats. Yeah. There was.
You know what I mean? Like, at that point, having my vote thrown in the fucking gutter and watching Americans that I respect being completely shit on and watching democracy being attacked. If a Democrat had put their fucking finger on me, it might have been hard not to take teeth. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
my blood
if you were there for that incident, from the way it was told to me, you probably would have mowed them all down.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like speculation, but I don't want to fucking, you know, I wouldn't want to be pushed that far. And in that atmosphere, I wish I had gone, because I don't think anything would have happened. I think I would have respected the people around me in a higher way.
Back.
My own personal feelings, you know, but boy, that would be pushing it if somebody touched me.
Oh no, there was.
I gotta be honest. And I heard about that stuff going on.
There was antagonist
shoving and fucking antagonistic, fucking little bitchy attitudes. You know.
Have you ever heard of the Westboro Baptist Church?
Yeah, those guys. I don't think I'd like them either.
I found the timer. Cool. Yeah, no, they had signs that were like 20 feet tall. So they could hold their signs over everybody else, and they were just making all the noise they could and telling us that we're going to hell for trying to be so...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like...
Oh, they're so right. They're so smart. I wish more people would pay attention to them.
But I made an incredibly good friend out of that situation, and he's going to be on the show as well. Christopher America Carlson showed up with glasses and a clown nose and a Bernie wig. So he showed up as a Bernie impersonator. And like one of the hottest moments when the Westboro Baptists were doing their best to get us angry, he stood between us and them and made fun of them. It was the most beautiful.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
How couldn't you make fun of them? But that's awesome.
It's incredibly awesome. And the whole time he was doing a great Bernie impression. One of the coolest things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do what you...
Yeah, I mean, those fucking crazy bastards, they're so far gone that, like, getting mad, I'd be embarrassed if I got mad.
Yeah.
You know. It's absurd.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the way, like, when I was... Yeah, when I was younger, they'd have like KKK rallies at the fucking Capitol Square in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, getting mad and what they want.
If you even acknowledged them, you'd feel silly because they're so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And my man Christopher, like, I don't know, watching him put up a barrier between us and that reality was like one of the coolest and funniest things I've ever seen. It was hilarious.
Wish you had video of it.
I know.
That'd be great.
I didn't know about the airplane mode trick, so I didn't have like phone battery like I should have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you did think of it, huh?
Yeah.
So it must have been good.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to take it. I got video.
Yeah.
Of a 100-foot joint, or is it 50 foot? No. Place.
100 foot's big, that's for sure.
No, I think it's 100.
50 foot's big as well.
No, it's 100-foot inflatable. It's like and it's just like a bunch of cloth and a little machine that blows air into it. And it takes 12 people to carry it.
It's awesome, though.
So I got a clip of that.
Oh man, the video of the convention, like after people had been kicked out, after, you know, God, what a nightmare of a fucking scene. What a horrible fucking day in a lot of ways. But the video that was taken, several videos that were taken of the empty seats and the darkened lighting and the fucking the speakers, you know, just like drowning out or attempting to drown out. Without that video, I wouldn't feel it like the people that were there. But with that video, yeah, I can feel it. Oh God, unbelievable. This is a party that is called democratic.
Oops.
It's quite a claim now, you know. That's a hell of a claim to make.
Did you see one of the posters on my wall that I do for the podcast? It's from the DNC event. It says DNC red letters does not care about democracy.
No, they made that clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just point blank true. I have no problem saying that to every Democrat I come across. I have no problem telling Democrats that their primaries are rigged and their party is attacking American democracy. I have no problem with that. And what's interesting is to watch how many Democrats just pause, take it in. You know, so many Democrats are used to just only having Democrats around them, you know, and suddenly, you know, especially if you've been like having a conversation with them that's like friendly, you know, social, reasonable. You're not in a trailer park in West Virginia with a, you know, white power fucking tattoo and all this shit, you know.
Right.
They're very uncomfortable with somebody that's that they perceive to be like them.
All right. I've been
saying these things.
Looking forward to making this point the whole time we've been talking. They're doing what they are being told to do.
Yeah, they're like trained monkeys. It's pathetic. It's cowardly. It's disgusting. It's sad. You could use all kinds of words, but none of them are good. You know, I mean, there's like sympathetic words that you could substitute for a lot of other words. You know, like, well, they've been lied to. It's like they embrace those lies. You tell them the truth, they don't care. You know, like we give them excuses all the time. Even as I speak, I think I'm picturing all the times, many of the times where I was trying to be more open, more lenient. But you think about what they've done and what so many of them embrace even now. And this is going to continue because so many people are not confronting them. They embrace it. They justify rigged elections now, a lot of them.
Yeah.
They have no problem with turning their head.
It's not even democracy. You gotta participate. Look at this lady participating. You're a dude. Skinny dude. You're gonna love it when you see it. This was there. I'm sure if I look through all the images, I'll find a picture with me in it. There was only, 20,000 of us there? It was a lot smaller. We all complained about it to each other. It was a lot smaller than we wanted it to be. Alright. Shit. Yep, here's the view from the inside where they did the sound cannons and the balloon droppings and just the most amazing people. Just the most amazing people. Like, okay, so you know how when you try to share a piece of information with your friends and they say, send me a link? Did we cut out? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. Take a look at all these beautiful people that actually care. And burn that out of your memory if you can. Let's see. Wow, cool. Let's take a look. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Jason. It took me like 12 weeks to learn that word. Betrayal. Alright, we're going to end on that. Thanks everyone for watching another episode of the Not Televised Revolution. Hang in with me while I find the stop button. Have a very good night.